There was a holy hush all over as I walked into the room. And as I stood before him face to face, I was gloriously made new. There was a great and awesome presence and a light bright as the day. And as I bowed and kneel with angels, I heard the Spirit say, all rise, all rise, to stand before the throne in the presence of the Holy One. All rise, all rise.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. I'm Brandon Hathaway, preacher at the West Side Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky, and I want to thank you for joining me today. I got Lyndon here with me this morning. He's always helpful, as you can tell. And so always great to have you guys join me as we do the Verse of the Day. Today's the weekend, so we're off the reading schedule for now. And so today's verse of the day I chose from 2 Peter chapter 2, and we're going to look at verse 5. 2 Peter 2, and we're going to look at verse 5. It says, and speaking about Noah here, it says, if he did not spare the ancient world, that's God, but preserved Noah, a herald of righteousness, with 7 others, when he brought the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And so I guess the reason I chose this verse today, there's a few points that we can bring out that we usually talk about God not sparing the ancient world, destroyed it, flood, and so therefore he's not going to spare us. And you continue down this points of the verses around this as it talks about Sodom and Gomorrah, it talks about Lot, verses above that kind of talks about those who had fallen, possibly angels. And so often that's what we talk about. My mind's actually focused on Noah right now when I decided to choose this, and just kind of a question of, was Noah a failure at preaching, or was Noah successful in his preaching? And it's what it's bringing out here, Noah, herald of righteousness. Other translations would say a preacher. He preached. And so when we consider that the whole entire world ended up being flooded and only 7 other people were saved, it's not a good success rate, right? We're looking at a percentage rate, and how many people Noah had contact with, ran into, lived around, I don't know. But most people would probably look at that and say, no, not a very good success rate. But Noah did what his part was in preaching and planting the seed. He can't make people turn to God. He can't make others obey the word of God and heed the warning of what the Lord is going to do. All we can do is go and warn others and teach others and try to show them what the truth is. And in that way, he was able to save his wife, his daughter, or his sons, and his daughter-in-laws. And so as he was able to do that, I mean, I know in mindset, guys, few are saved. That's what it's getting to here. That's what we look at and see, that few are saved. 8 people. We're told few will enter into the kingdom of heaven. And so we have to make sure that we are preaching, even if it's just to reach 7 other people in our lifetime. Only able to reach just a few that we run into. Sometimes it's just family, like it is for Noah here. Other times it'll be your neighbor or your enemy. And so, but we have to be willing to teach, and we have to be willing to be rejected. That is a big thing about continuing in the commandments of God, is that many reject the Lord. and so therefore they're going to reject us. And so I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope that this verse has helped you today as we looked at it. If there's ever anything you'd like to study, please reach out. I'd be more than happy to set up a study with you in whatever way makes you comfortable. We can do it one-on-one in person. We can do it over Zoom or some other video call. We can do it over the phone. Many ways in which we can have studies. We can just email one another back and forth. More than happy to help if I can. I want to thank you. Hope that you have a good day.